With the increase in internet applications and mobile data usage, it's critical for a network operator to manage this flood of data effectively. We're now going to hear from Pedro Lopes of Huawei about how they've been working with network operators to manage this increase in data effectively.
Huawei has come up with this quality brand MBB solution, and basically, as I mentioned before, the idea is how can we help operators having a better network performance, not just having a network performance, but translating this into a better customer user experience. And you cannot do this at all costs. It's doing this efficiently. So actually is helping customers drive their investments into the right locations, into the right parts of their network, so they can make a profit. And to materialize this vision, we have developed 4 key elements of our solution. These two, the brand ranking improvement and key event assurance, they are mostly short-term based, event-based solutions, while the middle ones, the traffic forecasting and service quality improvement, are medium to long-term efforts, continuous efforts. If we know a little more insight about brand ranking improvement, what we do here is we have a service that targets exactly doing all these services required so the operator looks good on that particular test. It's like you're going to an exam and you study for that exam. It's not continuous improvement or improving the entire network. It's actually just looking good for that particular day or that particular season where this test is going to be done. The traffic forecast is actually helping customers. What will be my traffic in the next 2 years? How much investment do I need to take? Where will the traffic grow? What kind of services? So we can help operators define this long-term evolution of their traffic. Thirdly, it's about service quality improvement. It's not just network improvement, but actually improving the network from the user viewpoint. And that's what we call service quality improvement, and I'll go deeper into that later. Finally, the key event assurance. Events, sometimes they're very small in duration, but because they might be very publicized, a lot of media coverage, maybe a small issue can actually have a big impact on the operator's brand image. So here, in this case, nothing can actually fail. So Huawei helps operators making sure nothing goes wrong in these very specific events. So what kind of value do you think we bring with this solution? Firstly, actually we want operators to have a high return on investment on their assets. And there are many ways to do this. It's not just the network. We are focusing on network service to optimize and plan networks. But one of the things that we believe we can bring to operators, we can identify where are the most valuable locations, where they can really bet that if I invest in this area, in this location, with this type of services, it will actually capture more traffic and more revenue. And then what we can do is actually plan and select the locations to release any congestion that might happen in these particular large venues or hotspots. Secondly, is having a superior quality. And what we mean by superior quality, again, is having clear voice, clear video, anywhere, anytime. If we want to provide a service, a video service that has some kind of marketing characteristics, it has to actually be defined from a technical perspective. And these are the thresholds. The key thing here is where do we stop? Because everybody knows that if you optimize a network, you'll have a better network. But where do we stop? You cannot optimize indefinitely. So we are giving guidelines to operators. What is good enough so the experience can be considered good by the users?
During the talk, he basically described what they did for the major MBB deployment, how they did that. That's why I was asking the question, when you do simulation, are you really validating those simulations against the real event data? And I think the answer I got is he iteratively tested. That's something I think is perfect.